This is Sunderland. Tomorrow's gonna be hard. Damn gnomes. Someday they'll get this.
Hello. You don't know me, but I've been following you. My name's Frindy. That parchment you carry, it belongs to me, as Steg always meant it to be a wedding gift. Now, if you please, hand it over. Don't ever speak my name aloud. I hate hearing it. Zungar. It's the sound of retching, of a man's skull cracking beneath a blow. Every time I hear it, I cringe. Soon I will have a new name to go with my new life. What about him? I've met hundreds of men more to my liking. Only, those men didn't have what Steg possesses. The Darkvari map. Once I learned Steg had it, I knew I had to act. I was willing to do anything. Even married the idiot. That's right. The fabled treasure map of the Darkvari family. With it, I can build a new life, shed my Zungar name, and start all over again. You heard it right. There's no love lost between the families of Darkvari and Zungar. But show me a close family in Apatir, and I'll show you a gnome with a conscience. If you believe that, then you're as thick as he is. You're a good one. You know your place, just like Steg. This map is my way out of this barren hell. Here's a little payment for your trouble. Hello. You don't know that parchment you carry? It belongs to me. Perhaps I did. but he won't be able to care for me. He can hardly care for himself. Look how easily he was captured. Oh, but perhaps you're right. He doesn't deserve this, not from me. There are few gentle souls left in Apatir. I'd hate to kill the last. I'll face the world alone, then. I'll be on my way to Odessa soon enough. Couldn't have done it without you. There's no future for me here. I've known that since I first laid eyes on the endless mine that is my family's namesake. There's more out there than Apatir. He's a sweet boy, but young, and woefully misguided. One day he will understand, as I do, how cold the world can be. I'm doing him a favor by leaving. The Zungar name cuts me like a dagger. I've never been able to escape its edge. All I've ever wanted is a chance to live a life without it. Steg's love almost changed that, but I could never allow someone to get close enough to hurt me. Not after what I've been through.
You haven't laid eyes on Hrindi, have you? She is bright, graceful, like an oasis on a summer's day. I was sure she would be here. She said the stars themselves wouldn't wait as long as she would. You mean Bone Town? Not my favorite place in the world, if you couldn't tell. If the heat doesn't kill you, the guards might. What do you mean she's gone? Was her fear too great? Did she choose to stay behind? I had a feeling this would happen. In the end, I couldn't make her happy. That is a lie. You didn't know her as I did. You are a stranger in Apatir. You can keep the parchment. It is a map drafted by my grandfather. It reveals the locations of all Darkvari hordes in Apatir. I don't want it. Not anymore. What good is wealth if the one you meant to share it with is gone? What good is anything?
The bird turned to leave, but again Rattlesnake stopped her. "I'm sorry to trouble you again, Desert Runner, but your patterns are so beautiful and my scales are plain. Can you bring me a pattern like yours?" "I will paint on your back with my feet," Desert Runner said. "That is why Rattlesnake is decorated with diamonds."
The Great Cycle brought powerful magic to Armalor. The arcane veil begat King Issa's reign, and all things in balance, also its destruction. The seasons passed, the summer wilted into autumn, and Lord Own culled his strength. King Issa's sway receded, as does the shade at noon. The Feylands rested from their sprouting, and a haze of indolence silenced the woods. When the winter moon waned, it began. A terrible thunder rolled across the darkened plains of Erethel.
third time the bird prepared to leave. Desert Runner, you have helped me so much, and I thank you, but I still need one thing. You are a skilled hunter, and I am always hungry. You never use your wings to fly. Let me have them so I can hunt like you. Desert Runner said, I have given you my voice and gilded you with my labours. Now you would take my wings and take my freedom too? You ask too much of me, Rattlesnake. I will not help you any longer.
I'm at your service, friend. Take a... Look at the merchandise and let me know what you think. See you soon.
Hello there. Normally I'd be seeking help with some of our mercenary contracts, but it looks like you've collected all of them already. I'll leave you to your work then. It's sad. I think Cynric once had a heart for me, until I lopped off 2 of his fingers. You did the right thing. Here's your pay. Not bad. The Dark Vari aren't icy killers like the Zungar, but they can handle their own, as can you. Here's your pay. So long.
Hey there, how can I help? I thought I could smell meat on you. Thanks a lot. You really helped me out. Come back anytime, and I'll buy more meat off of you. Mayor Eswin should leave them alone. That's about all I have to say about it. The Scorias are family to everyone in Whitestone.
Hello. Mind yourself.
Rattlesnake grew so angry that poison filled his mouth. He lunged at Desert Runner, but the bird was too fast. Rattlesnake cried after him, "I will seek your nest, Desert Runner. I cannot kill you, but you cannot save all of your children." That is why Desert Runner searches for Rattlesnake, and Rattlesnake hunts the defenseless.
A stranger, not a labourer by your main. An adventurer. Deserter, maybe. Gaze does not suggest you've seen war. What is needed? This city is built around a single priority. The preservation of knowledge. That, above all else, must be upheld. My time with Motus Mining left me the wiser in terms of potion craft. Most of my spare time is spent experimenting with new reagent combinations. I dare not test many of these potions on myself. You are welcome to buy some off me if you wish. Can't say I blame them for seeking richer veins. It's rather disappointing that they don't deem it necessary to maintain my offices, however. Goodbye.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? If you're from the village, you can tell Mayor Eswin that I'm not interested in any other deals he may wish to offer. This discovery belongs to everyone, and it will not be used to further one man's agenda. I will carry the shame of what happened here to my grave, but I will speak no more of it. My every breath is given to rectifying the mistakes that were made. It is not the only mining concern in Edessa, but it is the only one that matters. Our efficiency is legendary, as is our disregard for human life. I was a scholar from Otis mining interests, one of 6. 4 of the others died from exposure to poisonous fumes. And the last, he took his own life in the snaketail, filled his pockets with terrenium and sunk like a stone. Now it's just Guyan and me, working as we did ages ago in training. It's not a bad life, although the rat meat leaves one wanting. My closest confidant, one who enjoys investigating the world's darker mysteries. He's downstairs. I let him start a laboratory there after they ejected him from Edessa. Why yes, I most certainly am. Fascinating. You seem to have stumbled upon the Commonites all on your own. Well done, my friend. Well done. If I find enough samples of this incredible resource, it may just be enough to convince Motus to return. If they do, that means Apatir has a fighting chance. Carry on with your search. My research suggests that the veins run beneath all of Apatir, so I would search the mines. Of course, you're the one who would confirm whether my research is accurate. Goodbye.
Greetings to the inquisitive traveler. What is needed? Goodbye.
Things in Whitestone are looking up. We're getting a handle on these outlaws. Believe me. Impressive. You know how to get the job done. We could use more like you. Of course, with the Zangars gone, our fight may soon be over. Here's your pay. So long.
Tomorrow's gonna be hot. What are you looking at?
Those gnomes sure know how to wreck a place.
Well done. I was worried the Zangar boys might give you a bit of trouble. I was right about you. I have an eye for promise, you know. Prospecting, as the locals would call it. I've noticed your weapons. I assume you know how to use them? It's a pity, but the only way to clean up Whitestone will be to get them dirty. We've received news that Adath Scoria might be hiding out with the Sinric family in their old Terrenium quarry. Get down there and take a look. See what you can see. It's the processing facility for all ore leaving Apotyr. The gnomes built it soon after they completed their headquarters. The Sinric family has run it ever since. The quarry is very near, and the canyon to the south. It's the most important facility in Apotyr. Not a piece of ore can be refined without it. It's a pity the Sinric family won't let anyone inside.
Strange app.
Hey there. I'm at your service, friend. Take a look at the merchandise and let me... You know what you think. Come again.
Good day.
Who are you? What are you doing all the way down here? You'd think the Cynrics would be enough to keep anyone away. We have no leaders here. We are a family. I speak for the miners of Scoria only because I'm tired of the treatment and I care not if I live or die. To the fires with the Darkvari, the Cynrics, and the Zungars. They chose their paths, as we did Scoria's. There is still such a thing as pride, as dignity. I was born and raised in these shafts and tunnels. The gnomes gave my people hope, only to turn their backs on us in our time of greatest need. What has that snake told you? That I sold him Scoria mine? I would never do such a thing. Just because he lives in the mayor's house doesn't mean he's a man of honor. Came here 6 months ago saying he was going to revitalize Whitestone. Ever since, my people have been captured or killed by his marauding hired swords. Yes, I know what you're thinking. What am I doing here? You should try living in a village where the mayor wants you dead. The miners of Apotyr know Cynric Quarry well. It's a second home to most of us, where we once extracted Tyrenium and exported it to Edessa. While I don't agree with what the Cynrics are doing to survive, I do respect their refusal to back down. I remember when my uncles brought me to see it for the first time, not long after the gnomes hired Papa Kester to be the first of our foremen. I found it beautiful. We have mined it for decades. No new mayor is going to take from us what has been earned through sweat and heartache. Before the recent ordeal, Whitestone was more than a village. It was a community. We cared for one another. We worked through our challenges together. An agent of that snake Eswin, no doubt. You're not the first one he sent to scare me from my mine. I'll tell you what I've told the rest. That claim is Scoria property. You can kill me, but it won't matter. Politicians come and go, they follow the money. But a man protecting his land will never leave it. You tell him that. If you wish to do the right thing, and there is a right thing, meet me later. I'll be staying with allies in Whitestone. It's the last place Eswin would look. Together you and I can save Apotyr. I'm in hiding from Eswin's hired swords, men and women like you. But I can see that you're a reasonable person. Do the right thing. Come see me again.
Don't drink the river water. They say it's been fouled.
Well, you wouldn't return unless you had something to tell me, am I right? So rude. I should have expected that. I don't think you understand. The days of the family mines are over. A new order has come to Apotyr. The Darkvari, Sinriks, and the Zongers. I will deal with them in time. But the Scories, they are different. They have the people's respect, and that is powerful. Listen to me carefully. If you walk away from this, from me, you will no longer be welcome in Whitestone. So tell me, friend, are we still partners? Do you have any choice? You just wait. Without me, without Whitestone, Apotyr will continue to dry up like the husk it's become. But we can stop it. We organize all the claims under single ownership, mine, and work with the gnomes to get the ore flowing again. Prosperity will return, and with it, the people. This is a decision you will regret. You have my word on that.
Aye.
Hello. I'm at your service, friend. Take a look at the merchandise and let me know what you think. What can I say? He's an old friend, one of the oldest. The Scorias have done more than anyone for this town. Without them, Whitestone would be a festering ditch. No one from the outside could understand what we've been through, with the gnomes and now the mayor. It's time for the people of Whitestone to forge their own destiny. He's nothing more than a bully and a tyrant. Burn the mayor and his selfish claims to Whitestone. Come again.
You came back? I'd hoped to the heavens, but... well, it's hard to trust hope when you've lost everything. I have a proposition for you, if you're willing to take a risk to do what's best for the people of Apotyr. Our family mine is all we have left, and Eswin wishes to take that from us as well. He knows, as I do, that Scoria Mine still bleeds the valuable ore, and he wants it. The reason is simple. Eswin is an outsider, yet he wishes to steal all that the people of Apotyr have built, have slaved over. He has no right to this land. Don't you see? At heart, down deep beneath the finery and heavy pockets, he is a common criminal, a thug like his men. Go to the mine and recover a sample of Tyrenium and bring it back to me. Sounds like a simple task, doesn't it? You just wait. Take this ring. It is a Scoria family heirloom. It will help earn my cousin's trust. They guard the mine from bandits and mercenaries. It is across the trench near the empty old Motus headquarters. You'll find my cousins inside. They stay in the mine to defend it against Eswin's thugs.
Hello.
I'm reluctant to ask who you are. You see, we've had many visitors lately, and every one of them has meant us harm. I am Thelgood Scoria, and this is my mine. I remember them from the booming days, when we all worked together to bring up the Terrenium. Now everyone but us has turned to the sword for work. This mine is ours, so long as the Terrenium remains. Those are the terms of the deed. He can talk to Motor's mining interests in Hollowlands if he wishes to dispute it. It's been in our family for 2 generations, since the gnomes brought us down here to Apatir to build Odessa. We don't have much, but this mine is ours. A den of thieves and corruption, that's what the village has become. Travelers to the east, mercenaries prowling the streets, starving men in the mines. It's a disaster. Whitestone is not worth your time, friend. It'll bleed the life right out of you. This mine is Scoria-owned and operated, and I'm not about to let some scraggly pit pony go assaying it. Besides, we've had to shut down operations on account of the beasties, not the ones outside. These are new. A few days ago in the stope, we struck something. What came out of that hole was nothing like I'd seen. Killed most of my men. Now we can't go down there, and neither can you. So turn around and start walking. You know Adath? Well, you look like the kind of person he'd drag into the middle of this. Desperate. That's your choice. Have a go. I'm not going to bury you. What's this? You're back? I'd always thought that once someone passed through Apatir, they rarely found cause to visit again. Our site lies in the deepest reaches of the shaft. Avoid the stripped stopes. Best not to go there. They're dark, and something lurks in the shadows. I'm impressed. No one else has returned since... well, let's just say you're the first back from the mines in a long time. I'm the elder foreman of Scoria Mine. I used to work the caves of Erethel, but my cousin Athad recruited me for Motus mining. Look how well that turned out.
Hey there. I'm at your service, friend. Take a look at the merchandise and let me know what you... See you soon. I'm at your service, friend. Take a look at... Come again.
You went to Scoria. I wasn't convinced anyone could survive the evils awakened there. But you've proved tougher than expected. Making the mine safe again is a task for another day. Right now, we have a more dangerous challenge before us. It's time to kill the mayor of Whitestone. It's the only way. Once he's gone, I can take his place and help save Apotyr for its people, not for a man who wishes to be king. I imagine he sits on his makeshift throne in the mayor's cottage. Go. End his reign before it truly begins.
Hello. I'm at your service, friend. Come again.
Stay out of trouble.
Hey there. How can I help? I thought I could smell meat on you. Thanks a lot. You'd be lucky to call Adith Scoria a friend. He's as good as they make 'em around here. Not like the outsider scrum that's clogging our streets these days. Sure, we've got a few available, but they'll cost you. Nothing comes cheap in Whitestone. Sounds good. I'll set it up.
Mind yourself.
Good day.
Mind yourself. Keep your eyes open.
I know why you're here. You've come with but one intent. Please, don't take my head. I beg you. I can make no such promise. If you wish to destroy me, then you best get on with it.
Hey!
I know why you're here. You've come with but one intent. I can make no such promise. If you wish to
Mind yourself.
I know why you're here. Of course, you have my word. My life is Whitestone's for as long as it takes. Just spare me. I would go to the cage gladly. Go away.
Weapons away. Move along. So damn hot.
It is time for the healing to begin. Eswin's men are mine now, and I will use them to shape a new era, one of rebirth. Your sacrifice has been great, and I will reward you for it. Take this gold and this armor, owned by my family for many generations. Be on your guard. Apotyr is still a deadly place. Healing will take time, but time we have. I never wanted a conflict with anyone. My life has been about overcoming obstacles, not looking for them. Eswin came here on the hunt for trouble. Stay safe.
My calculations were correct. A vein of Colemanite runs beneath us, and there's no telling how far it stretches. Do you know what you've done? You've rescued Apatir! Take this gold. It's nothing compared to the reward that's coming. A rebirth of a region. Motis mining interests will learn not to disregard Ruin Amos.
Wonderful, it's you. They thought I was the liar, the one who plots. You are worse than any of us in Whitestone. Ha! Everyone in Whitestone believes me to be the snake. Yet it is he who has coiled himself into the seat of power. They have been warned. Coming to this backwoods village was the worst mistake I ever made. Want some free advice? Never place your faith in a mass of illiterate, isolated rag pickers. The fools of Apatir will put an end to themselves far faster than anything could. Go away.
My assistant has returned. What do you need of me? Good day.
Hold right there, newcomer. I welcome you to Edessa, but before you enter, I must catalogue your visit. Please answer the questions as truthfully as possible. It's imperative that our tallies be accurate. Now, what brings you to Edessa? They help sort the newly arrived in the city. We want to ensure that everyone is placed where they properly belong. Excuse my rudeness. I am Senar Bruges, Tallier second class to the Domus Politica. My purpose is to sort those that come to Edessa, to welcome them to the city while maintaining the delicate balance we gnomes have achieved. Yes, well, at least you look more put together than some of the people that came here before you. Poor sods. With any luck, your errands go without incident. Now, where have you come to Edessa from? For Morris Hughes? You mean to say you've come from Alistar? Yes, I see it now. They were wrong about your nose, but you match the description of the one I was to look out for. We can dispense with the remainder of my questions. You are free to enter Edessa. Sandstone Villa will serve as your lodgings. Temporarily. It's no trick, newcomer. I take my duties very seriously. But I think you are right to be suspicious. True, you have been saved from the squalid lodgings of the Hospitalis quarters, but Sandstone Villa is usually saved for a peculiar manner of guest. It is more than unusual for one of your kind to be lodged there in any event. Now here's your key. Welcome to Edessa. Yes, you are now officially recorded as having entered Edessa, center of all gnomish society in the Feylands. I'm sure you'll learn about the city the more time you spend in it. It is vast, but well designed. Now, not everyone is given a villa just for arriving here. But I'd be careful. A gifted necklace can easily be a golden chain. The Domus Politica has me tallying and sorting all new arrivals to the city. Another few years and I could be Tallier, first class. The Domus is where all of Edessa's political work is done. The Templars determine the policy, and it is there that we enact it. Yes, yes, go on.
What? If you're here for trade, then go to the market or the Arcadium. Otherwise, just don't touch anything.
What? I got enough things on my mind, stranger, without dealing with the inquiries of a busybody. The gnomes call this a place of enlightenment, but it comes at the cost of sympathy for wretches like us. Not much left to claw out of the dirt in Detir, so I came here with my husband Esclad to try and make a living. Either that or starve. My damn fool of a husband. Thought the gnomes wouldn't punish a man who is desperate from hunger, but he was wrong. A dark and dingy place. Don't know how, but the gnomes managed to take one of these grand buildings and turn it into an eyesore. Yes, off with you.
Hello?
Well, it seems you're not here for work, based on how the gnomes seem to be treating you. What can I do for you? Best tread softly, stranger. These are the gnomes' prized grounds. They barely let me build the place. Most humans in Alpha feel like there's no opportunity here, but somehow I've managed. Same with the merchants in the markets and in the Arcadium. I lead the construction efforts in the Isles. The gnomes draw up the plans, of course, but I am the one that realizes them. Be seeing you.
So, you're the one that's come from Alistar. I've waited more than a while for you to show up. I'm Bruton, Decanus Bruton of the Praetorians. I've been stationed here for your protection. The city, our leadership, the Templars, don't see eye to eye. They have separate allegiances and conflicting motives, and it seems like you're in the middle of them. Quite the palace for an outsider. No offense, but this gilded collar of yours has a long chain. If I were you, I'd find out where it leads, before it becomes a noose. I'm Decanus of the Praetorians. I've been ordered to keep you safe within the city, which would admittedly be easier without someone breathing down your neck. In Odessa, wars are fought with papers and politics. And if you're being watched, that means somewhere, someone wants something. Gnomes don't have kings or mayors or theocrats. There's a caste whose sole duty it is to lead the rest of us, though it can lead to turmoil, sometimes. I won't lie to you, Longlegs. You being housed here is because someone wants to keep an eye on you. I don't even know who it is. But I can tell you one thing. A gnome who keeps secrets in this city isn't up to anything good. Better to track them down before you or anyone else gets hurt. Luckily, looks like I'm not the only one that noticed your arrival. Got some letters here from the other concerned parties. Could be some leads. Decanus ain't my name. It's my rank among the city's Praetorians. And it's what's keeping you safe. My orders come from high, that's all I know. You ask me, only a Templar is the kind of pull to set you up here. Good luck trying to learn any more than that. If a Templar wants to remain anonymous, they have the influences to pull it off. Because someone important enough in this city said you needed it. You're being watched. Either you charm someone high up or you piss them off. Either way, they don't want you on your own. Hey, and here they are. Talking with any of their authors should get you in the right direction. I won't lie to you. I'm sticking my neck out here helping you the way I have. But I won't stand to let any one gnome ruin the greater good of my people. Need anything else, talk to Milo. He's been stationed as your retainer while you stay in the villa. How should I know? It was a Dresden sign. I just checked for poison and all that. Just track down whoever wrote them. You do know how to read, right? That might be useful. Yeah, good hunting.
Milo at your service. Greetings, Master. I am Milo. I am here to manage the household affairs of Sandstone Villa, should you have any need of my services. The city is yours to explore, should you wish. The amount of freedom you are allowed is not normally granted to outsiders. I am a servant, and the manager of Sandstone Villa. I also have some knowledge of the medical arts, should you require them. As preparation for managing this household, I attended some of the humoral and physiological dissertations of Vian Severus. He's quite the healer. And now, so am I. Farewell, Master. Milo at your service. At your service.
A desert prison is off limits to all citizens and guests of the city. What?
Huh? Ah. You are the outsider in Sandstone Villa, yes? Well, I welcome you to our fair city. I come here to resupply between bouts of prospecting. The Arcadium and markets have all you need for scouring the wastes. I'm an assayer first class of the Office of the Grand Bursar. My role is to find new mineral deposits for Motus Mining and the laboratories. If you've traveled around the tier at all, you'll have run into Motus Mining. They'll civilize this frontier yet. Farewell.
As an outsider, I think you'll find there's a lot to take in when walking Edessa. Are you enjoying your stay in Sandstone Villa? Edessa was not founded for trade or power, like Rathir and Melsenshir. We were founded to study, with the librarium at our heart. That is the home of Edessa's finest minds. They have been freed from thinking about tangible science, of practical limitations, and experiment only in the theoretical. I am an assistant in the laboratories. I one day aspire to work in the Basilica Nostra, where the greatest scholars collaborate. The laboratories are where the practical magic studies are performed. Our findings go to the Basilica Nostra. We use them to create new theories of laws and magic. Oh, farewell.
I can promise you'll always find the goods you need at Semble's. Care to browse? Weren't raised here, but it's home well enough. But the only place in Detir that doesn't feel like the wind will blow it away. Don't rightly got one type of stock here. I tend to sell all manner of things you might need while roaming the wastes. Came here with my father more than a few years back. Poor Dad died a few years ago, and I just took up the business when he did. Been here since. Please, come by again.
What?
Got the forge hot, stranger. If you need repair work for armor or weapons, I'm your man. I came here with nothing, but managed to build myself a nice slice of life. The gnomes even invest some money here. I can provide you with some smithing if you need. Repairs or salvaging, whatever's at hand. Was one of the wretches working for Motus Mining in Apatir. Got out before the sickness gods rest them, but I've been here for years now. Aye, a vile thing in Apatir. Spread like a cold, killed like a plague. All right then.
Well, if it ain't the guest of that fancy villa. Guess you thought to slum it up with one of us undeserving poor. Can't remember the last time I recall someone building a city. All the cities I know are old things, ancient. Edessa's an odd place in these lands. Used to make my living as a fighter in the House of Valor. But it's gotten bloody now. Not safe for the likes of me. Not like any of us can do much better than the quarters out in the real world. Some call it a slum, but I call it home. Right.
Yes? By the gods, it feels good to take a moment to talk. I've been working so long, I know how an orc feels. They're below, in the belly of the crater. The buildings almost look like they float on the water. Such a beautiful land. I'd like to go back, but it seems like we're stuck here for now. Beasts of burden. Don't they have them where you're from? Came here with my brothers, Nerrit and Herrit, after our home got burned down on the Twili coast. Gnomes will protect us from the Tuatha. They've got to. A place of cinders and ghosts. It's where the Tuatha made landfall on the plains of Erethel all those years ago. Nothing left there now. Just me and the twins, Nerrit and Herrit, grew up in the plains of Erethel in Culm until the war came. We lost our home, our parents, but made it here. They are quite a pair, those two. I try to look out for them, but sometimes I just feel like their mother. It's the home for outsiders in the city. Well, save for Sandstone Villa. I hear it's nice in there, not crowded and dirty. Pleasant journey.
What now? Yeah? Plenty else I need to worry about now. What are you needing? There's enough to this city left to be built that I wonder if it will ever be finished. But if it does, it will stand for years. Gnomes are strange folk. Ain't no homes in these buildings. They work where they sleep where they work. Makes no sense to me. Just another laborer trying to scrape a living for themselves in this damn city. Plenty of work to do. Back to work.
Really? And
Hello
then
there.
what happened?
What is it?
Greetings.
Well, well, well. It seems you found the city beyond the walls of Sandstone Villa. Taking it all in, I see. The scholars are dedicated to advancing the corpus of gnomish knowledge. We are based in the Basilica Nostra, in the Isles. Were the city a body, that would be its brain. The Basilica is both an academy and a shrine to the fires of enlightenment. I'm doing a number of studies in the art of animating inert objects through magical induction. Have you taken an interest in it as well as the Templars? Usually they are too busy dealing with political matters to bother me, but not recently. Goodbye.
Simeon Crow at your service. Got a deck and ready to read Fate, if that's your game. Odessa? Ask a gnome. I mean, I'm just building the place, that's all. Was going to set up a shop in the market. Left my home in Ymer to do it. But I spent nearly all I had to get here. Had to start doing labor to get my bread. Have you been there? I never should have left. Beautiful little town despite those uppity Elfar. My uncle first told me how to use the cards. I'm rubbish at most magic, but somehow I have a bit of skill with seeing fate. Not the nicest place to stay in this city. I might consider moving back to Whitestone now that I hear it's on the upswing of things. Farewell! Damn arm feels like it will fall off my shoulder with all this damn work. Don't the gnomes ever tire? Bonetown was a hard place to live, but it might be better off now thanks to what you've done. It's a rough place, where the hungry gather and the poor rest. The workers have it no better. Farewell!
The Basilica Nostra is the home of Edessa's greatest thinking minds. Many would relish the chance to visit.
Welcome to the Bursars. Welcome to the Grand Bursars, the city's financial heart. Though not a gnome, my superiors have authorized me to help you as best I can. We can offer loans, property development opportunities, and oversight on investments made with us. Now, what could I do for you? For a loan, we will lend you a sum that must be repaid in a week's time, or we will be forced to collect by other means. We can help develop any property you might own in Edessa if you wish. Lastly, you can invest money. We will allocate it as we deem wise, and if you're lucky, you will gain earnings. I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid you are only considered a guest at Sandstone Villa. As such, our services are unavailable to you currently. Should you come into ownership of any property, then I would be most pleased to help. But until then, I'm afraid I can't be of help. Have a pleasant day. Yes? You wish to speak?
To yourself. What?
You wish to speak?
Welcome to the Bursars.
This won't do. This won't do at all. Profits haven't been up since... Oh, excuse me, you're the courier, yes? Good. You're early. We can begin at once. Many have sought shelter from war within our walls. We have offered what we can to these outsiders, who built the city in exchange. The walls are the center of Odessa's labors. Every gnome gladly dedicates his or her life to the furthering of our great civilization. Though privately controlled, we're significant enough to be integrated into several municipal services. The Bursa's finances our expeditions now. I am the head clerk of Motus Mining's home office. We're so important, the Bursas even gave me a chest in their vault. Why, they delivered it to the Motus Mining branch office in the Hollowlands. Now it seems we've misplaced our copy, so you'll have to reclaim the handbook from our old headquarters in Apotir. I need someone to go to the Motus headquarters in Apotir and recover a handbook, then deliver it to the Motus headquarters in the Hollowlands. Good. Should go to the old Motus mining offices in Apotir. Once you've found the book, bring it to a Pulvire. I need a courier to go to the closed Apotir branch of Motus Mining and recover the branch handbook. Then, take it to Motus Mining's new branch office in the Hollowlands. Simple enough, isn't it? Fine.
Yeah.
Greetings.
What?
You again. What now? Getting out of that cage was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I should have died in that cage. It would have been better than dying alone.
What? Guest of Sandstone Villa or no, I'm afraid I have little time of which to suffer a distraction. Odessa's done a lot for the sake of this desert. It's our coin that keeps Ironfast Keep in mail, and it keeps the mines open. In reality, the positions of scholars in the Basilica are abstract enough that we are called upon to monitor a variety of concerns and issues, academic and banal. Somehow, it has fallen to me to make sure the Grand Bursar is appropriating gold to meet our needs correctly. I was not trained for this. Yes, yes.